To the sample question paper given by the CBSE Board. What we are going to be looking at in this video are 4 questions. These 4 questions appeared from the topic real numbers. This time we are doing the videos clubbing questions from the same topic together. So what does this comprise? This comprises 4 questions from the standard version of the paper given by the CBSE Board, sample paper for the academic year 21-22. This is section A of this, right? Let's get started. All these 4 questions are real number questions. All 4 are easy questions, things that you should be able to definitely get it right, right? Get started. The ratio of the LCM and HCF of the least composite and the least prime number is what the question is. We need to compute the ratio. We'll have to first find out what's the least composite number and what's the least prime number, right? So let's look at prime numbers and composite numbers are subsets of natural numbers. One is neither prime nor composite. 2 is a prime number, that's the least prime number, smallest prime number. 3 is also a prime number. The least composite number is 4, right? So least composite number is 4. The least prime number we discussed is a 2. So essentially we'll have to find out the ratio of the LCM and HCF of these 2 numbers. LCM of 4 and 2, LCM of 4 and 2. Step 1, let's prime factorize both these numbers. 4 is a 2 square and 2 is a 2. LCM is the product of all primes in their highest power. The only prime that we see in both these numbers is a 2. The highest power of 2 is a 2 square. So the LCM of these 2 numbers, 4 and 2, is therefore equal to 2 square, which is a 4. So you computed the LCM. Step 2, we'll find out the HCF of 4 and 2. This first step is again prime factorizing both the numbers. We have prime factorized the numbers as 2 square and a 2. HCF is a product of the smallest power of common primes. The only common prime that we see between the 2 numbers is a 2. The smallest power of 2 is a 2 power 1. So the HCF of these 2 numbers is a 2. So even otherwise you would have known the LCM of 2 and 4 is a 4. The HCF of 2 and 4 is a 2. So we need to find out the ratio of the LCM is to HCF. What is that ratio? LCM is a 4, HCF is a 2. So 4 is to 2 or 2 is to 1 is the correct answer. Right? Very straightforward, simple question. The only thing that you need to exercise caution is basically writing down what is the least composite and what's the least prime. Subsequently, everything else is basically a breeze. Move on to the second question, which is question number 8 from this chapter. Right? From this paper, question number 8, this is the second question that appeared from real numbers. Prime factors are the denominators of a rational number with the decimal expansion 44.123, right? There is no dot, there is nothing on top, which essentially means that what kind of a decimal expansion do we have? We have a terminating decimal expansion in this number that is given to us. We have said it's a rational number, so it is either a terminating decimal or it's going to be a non-terminating but recurring decimal. It is 44.123, that's very explicitly given. So essentially it is terminating. So what we have is a terminating decimal. For any terminating decimal, when you prime factorize its denominators, what are the prime factors that you will see in the denominator? For any terminating decimal, the prime factors that you will see in the denominator will be 2 and 5. You will not find anything at all. The denominator will be of the form 2 raised to the power of m times 5 raised to the power of n. Quickly go back to the answer options and see what is our correct answer. What are the prime factors that you will see in the denominator of the decimal expansion? It is 2, 5. When you rewrite this in terms of a fraction, the denominator of the fraction will have only 2 and 5 as its prime factors, right? Move on to the next question. Next question is question number 11 in the paper, which is again a real numbers question. This is basically whether the number is a rational number or irrational number. That's what this question is. If a square equals 23 upon 25, then what kind of a number is a, not a square? Compute the value of a. If a square equals 23 upon 25, a is equal to square root of 23 divided by 25, which root of x by y is root x by root y. So this is equal to root 23 divided by root 25. Root 25 is equal to 5. So a is equal to root 23 divided by 5. This is not a perfect square. So root 23 is an irrational number. An irrational number divided by a rational number will be an irrational number. So what kind of a number is a? A is an irrational number. So that's the answer. Move on to the next question. This is the last question in this video. Question number 12. Again, this is the last question from this chapter, real numbers, in section A of the sample question paper. If LCM of x and 18 is equal to 36 and HCF of x and 18 is equal to a 2, then what is x is what the question is. This basically comes from this rule which you have learnt quite often and would have used also. Product of 2 numbers is equal to the product of the LCM of the 2 numbers and the HCF of the 2 numbers. What are the 2 numbers that we have? We are finding out the LCM and HCF of x and 18. So one number is x, one number is 18. The product of these 2 numbers is 18x. This is equal to the product of the LCM of the two numbers. LCM of the two numbers is 36 and the HCF of the two numbers is equal to 2. So divide both sides of the equation by an 18. So x is equal to 36 times 2 divided by 18. Cancels out as a 2. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So value of x is equal to 4. All these 4 questions should have taken us each a minute, not more than that, probably even lesser than that. Very simple, straightforward questions that you necessarily will have to get them right. Maxtute has launched its comprehensive online course for the Class 10 Math, CBSE Class 10 Math. This year's Term 1 portions has 8 chapters. We got all those 8 chapters covered with detailed videos and solved examples and quizzes. On top of that, we'll be adding anything between 400 and 500 multiple choice question tests. These tests are going to have 2 flavors. One, some of them are going to be chapter wise tests, and the others which are going to be alike this sample question paper. So you'll have 50 question papers that you can practice before you reach the examination. So give or take, you'll be practicing with 400 to 500 questions if you sign up for the online course of Maxtute. There is a module on real numbers which is free for you to try, and there is a test that is free for you to try. If you find the teaching methodology and the test helping you out, you can always pay and convert this into a full course. It does not stop with just term 1. We'll also be adding term 2 portions once term 2 starts. So what you sign up now will hold good for you till the time you finish 10th standard next year. Before you leave, I want you to do 2 things. One, sign up at online.maxtute.com to get started with CBSE Class 10 Math online tuitions. It takes all of 5 minutes and less than 3 steps to get started. And second thing, I want you to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so that you get notified every time a new video is uploaded. Spread the word about this channel to your friends and classmates.